Oh, oh, we're recording. Look at us. Oh, you're back in here. We got the Pro Football Pod. We got the boys in the house. Seattle Seahawks 2025 record prediction episode. Hulk's here. Austin's here. Coach is on sabbatical. We're holding it down for y'all. Down below, hit that subscribe button. We're giving away jerseys out here. Every 500 subscribers, I almost said every 25 subscribers, but we would have been in some deep stuff. That would have been terrible. So, no, every 500 subscribers, we're giving away jerseys out here. Help us, help you. Hey, you never know though. If we see that subscriber count shoot up there, we might just start throwing them out.
Damn right.
You know, we're people.
And they're stitched,
of the
by the
people.
way. You got to put it out there. They're stitched jerseys.
They're
hard to come by
top of the
nowadays.
line quality, you know, and we're just giving them away out here. So, hey, nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into it a little bit. Seattle Seahawks, you know, they went 10-7 last year, you know, solid little year for Mike McDonald in his first season with the team. Sam Darnold comes in to replace Geno Smith. Geno left for the Raiders. Sammy D's coming in after a resurgent season with the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to kind of see, you know, what happened. Was it Kevin O'Connell? Was it Sammy D? Like, is it, you know, like a Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith type of thing for him? I hope it is. I really do. Like, I'm pulling for Sammy D. Cooper Kupp got brought in a surprising move. Kupp is from Washington, so he's coming back home. DeMarcus Lawrence left the Cowboys, and he's also coming to Seattle, so helps beef up that defense, gives them a much-needed pass rusher that they need. Although he is at the end of his career, so it's more of a question on, like, was he just bag chasing, or does he still got it in the tank? Not throwing any shade, more of just an observation. Valdez-Scantling comes in for a year at wide receiver for him. Ernest Jones got re-signed to the team. They also re-signed the defensive tackle, Jaron Reed. They brought in Josh Jones at offensive tackle just to give the O-line a little more beef. Drew Lock is re-signed for a couple years, so he's coming back to the squad, be a backup. He was a backup in Seattle for a while after the Russell Wilson trade, so he's coming back. In the draft... Oh, also, we need to make it known, though, as well, they lost DK Metcalf. He left to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, so he's gone. Jackson Smith and Jigba is immediately your wide receiver one. Because Tyler Lockett also left. He went to Tennessee.
Whoa, Cooper Kupp?
I mean, yeah,
Cooper Kupp would be the number one.
Cooper Kupp was the number one wide receiver with Matthew Stafford as his quarterback. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Whoa.
Quandre Diggs, they also lost him at safety. So their team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, losing Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, you're looking at a much different Seattle Seahawks team. Now, what they did in the draft, I loved Seattle's draft. It was one of my favorite draft classes.
Yes, sir.
Greg Zabel in the first round. Everybody kind of mocked that pick, and that was one of the more popular picks, but I love it. It's a home run. He's gonna play guard for him, can even give him some center, I believe, but he can give you some swing tackle versatility as well. So you just plug him in on the O-line, let him play. Nicky Manawari at safety, the just, you know, Cam Chancellor mold of a safety coming out of South Carolina. He's going to be with Seattle for him. So you're just, you know, hoping that he can give you 75% of what Cam Chancellor gave you back in the day. I love the pick with Elijah Arroyo, the tight end out of Miami in the second round. Noah Fant is on the last year of his deal, I believe. And so they just need extra offensive weapons in that building. Jalen Milroe, quarterback out of Alabama in the third round. Love that pick and what they can get out of him. I like the Riley Mills pick, the defensive tackle out of Notre Dame in the fifth. Came back in the fifth with Torrey Horton, the wide receiver out of Colorado State. A couple years ago, Torrey Horton was being projected to be like one of the top wide receivers taking in the draft whenever he would come out. He stayed at Colorado State, could have transferred out, showed that loyalty. I like what he can bring to the table for you. Also, you know, just touched it up with, okay, Hit him with it.
Yeah, we
Damian Martinez, the running back out of Miami in the 7th round. Love that pickup for him. Just gives you a little extra insurance behind Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker III. All right, guys. Let's dive into the schedule a little bit. Week 1, the Seattle Seahawks play the San Francisco 49ers at home. Then they go on the road to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Little DK Metcalf reunion, just quick in the season. Week 3, they're at home versus the Saints. Week 4, they're on the road versus the Arizona Cardinals. I've got them going 3-1 in that stretch, losing to the Cardinals on the road. Short week, Thursday night football. I think the Cardinals end up getting the best of them at that point. Plus, they're riding high from going, 3-0 to that point. Cardinals take the win in week 4.
Okay. I got them going 3-1, losing to San Fran in that stretch. The tough one I thought was Pittsburgh, I thought that was a tough one. I could see Arizona being a tough one, but Pittsburgh is always going to be a tough game no matter who they play, so.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's more of
like
what does Aaron Rodgers look like on this team in week 2? Because if it's Aaron Rodgers that we saw last season, I like Seattle's chances a lot. I don't care if it's in Pittsburgh. All right, week 5, they're at home versus the Bucks. Week 6, they're on the road versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 7, they're at home versus the Houston Texans. That's the late night Monday Night Football game on ESPN there. Week 8, they have a bye week. Week 9, they're on the road versus the Commanders. I've got them going 2-2 in that stretch. I have them losing that Monday Night Football game to the Texans. And then I also have them losing to the Commanders on the road after their bye week, which is Sunday Night Football. So back-to-back primetime games for them. I don't think they get it done in either one of those. But they beat the Bucks at home and Jaguars on the road.
I got them beating the Jags. And so making them 1-3 in that stretch.
1-3 in that stretch. Okay. All right, Austin. A little haterade. That's all right.
Whoa. Tampa, Houston, Washington ain't no slouches.
Yeah, it's a hard little stretch right there for them. Yeah. That's what she said. All right, week 10 at home versus the Cardinals. Week 11, they're on the road versus the Rams. Week 12, they're on the road versus the Titans. Week 13, they've got the Minnesota Vikings at home. I've got them going 2-2 in that stretch, losing on the road to the Rams and at home versus the Vikings.
Yep.
I think that week 13 game is where you find out if it was Sam Darnold or Kevin McConnell.
Mm-hmm.
Because if J.J. McCarthy can come out and outshine Sammy D in that game, Brian Flores practiced against Sam Darnold all season, so he knows what he's getting out of him as well. I just think the Vikings take that game. I think they get Arizona at home and Tennessee on the road. I think those are solid wins for them right there.
Exactly. I see it the same way.
Oh, we're lockstep on that. Same way, 2-2. All right.
Yep.
Home stretch right here. Final 5 games. If you stuck with us, subscribe down below. We appreciate you.
Do it.
All right. Week 14, they're on the road versus the Falcons. Week 15, they're at home versus the Colts. Week 16, they're at home versus the Rams. Week 17, they're on the road versus the Panthers. Week 18, they're on the road versus the 49ers.
Give me 5-0, boy.
Wow. All right. I've got them 3-2 in that stretch, losing to Atlanta on the road in week 14 and San Francisco on the road in week 18.
Yeah, no, I think they get it done. I think they figure it all out by then.
Clearly.
I mean, this team's just rolling at the end of the season.
So I've got them finishing 10-7 for the season. What did that make you end up having them at?
11-6. Come on now.
11-6. All right. Okay.
Come on now, Seattle.
So, Seattle, you're looking at playoffs. I think 10-7, 9-8 is probably like the absolute floor for this team. It all really does kind of hinge on if Sam Darnold, if last year was a fluke or not. I'm hoping it's not. I don't think it necessarily was 100%. We're going to see. If you agree with us, tell us down below. Subscribe for us. Every 500 subscribers, we're giving away jerseys out here. TulsiRoseTea.com is the sponsor. We appreciate your time. Peace out.
Deuces, y'all.
Deuce, throw up the deuce. 12th man in the building.
Fly, Seahawks, fly, baby.
No, don't you dare.
What?